pennies. Hopefully we get some good luck, and let's just keep going with it. Continue the journey of trying to finish this box. Hopefully we get some good luck. We did the other night pull something pretty interesting. I'll grab that over here. It is an error right there, I believe, so that's pretty cool. So let's keep it going. Let's just get a couple rolls done. That's kind of the goal. Just keep eating at it so I can buy myself another thing of coins, because I will not allow myself to if I do not finish this. So of course I've got to finish searching through all this. $1987 D-mint mark. Nothing really too interesting over here. Hopefully we can find some more wheat pennies. I've found 2 in this box. So had some okay luck. Nothing really too interesting. But let's keep it going. 1994. 1981, no mint mark, so Philadelphia. I think that's 63. No, that's 83, I'm silly. 1998. Nothing really interesting on that one. Let me make sure that this still works. There we go. 1979D. Nothing really too interesting I'm seeing on that one. FG's there and everything. 2022D. Looking pretty typical on that one. 2020, that one's got some severe staining and gunk on it, so. 1996, welcome to the stream, man. Feel free to chat, ask questions about anything, but just hope you enjoy it. 2020, D-mint mark. Ooh, there's a ring right there. Is it a strike-through error? I'm going to set that off to the side because you can see it for a while. 2002, nothing really too interesting on this one. Let's keep it going. Welcome to the stream, guys. Feel free to ask questions about anything. Just feel free to chat along as well. Nothing really too interesting on that one. Welcome to my... I don't know how to quite to say that, but I'll just call you Tim. 2012, welcome to the stream, then. 2000, nothing really too interesting on that one, though. 1981, yeah, man, I'm American, dude. I'm not gonna be good at pronouncing stuff, man. What's up, Zach? Alright, pretty good condition, 2004, but nothing really too interesting about that. 2006, nothing really interesting on it, though. Hopefully we can find another wheat penny here. It's not looking like it, though. 2006, really good condition, but nothing really keepsake worthy about it. 2008, nothing really too interesting. 1995, $1993 D. No really errors on it, though. Got 1981, no mint mark, so Philadelphia. 1997 D. Nothing really interesting except for a bunch of staining on that one. 2014, nothing really interesting on that one. 1995, pretty good condition. That's kind of cool. 2021, really good condition, but that's kind of to be expected. Welcome to the stream, guys. Feel free to chat along. Feel free to ask questions about anything. I'd love to learn about you. If you have any questions about me, I'll gladly answer them as well. Welcome to the stream. 2019 D. Nothing really too interesting. 2006 D. Really good condition, but it's not so old of a coin. 1995 D. Got some staining on the back there. Got some hefty staining on this 2007 D. 1974, yeah, that's a D mint mark. And not in the best condition. 1990. Gee, it's not looking like we're going to get a wheat penny out of this roll. That's okay. We've gotten, so far, 2 out of this box. So that's okay, considering this box, I'm pretty sure, has already been checked. At least some of them. Some of the coins on it. So I'm okay with getting about 1 or 2 wheat pennies on it, out of it. So we're just going to keep searching. Alright. Rip open another roll here. Alright, just keep going, I guess. 2020, pretty good condition. Not too interested on it though. 2023D, pretty good condition, but it is a newer coin. 1998, some hefty damage to it. Ooh, here's a 2009 over here. Hefty standing on the front though. Let's see what we got here. Okay, get in focus. Yeah, 1998. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to chat along. Feel free to ask questions, man. I'd love to talk to you. If you have any questions about me, man, I'm more than willing to answer. And I hope you just enjoy the content, man. Dang. It's hard to keep engagement in this kind of stuff, man. I get it, though. It's very boring. I would not watch a live stream unless I was talking to the dude. Send some chats or stuff like that. But I think it's kind of fun connecting with some of y'all, man. Welcome to the stream, man. Feel free to chat. I'd love to talk to you. I understand this is boring, so I wouldn't be surprised if you just scrolled on along, man. But I'd love to talk to you, man. If you're curious about any of the things I'm doing, I'm more than willing to talk. Alright. Hopefully we can get some wheat pennies here. Something interesting out of this. 2010. Here we got a really, really damaged coin. Really just a bunch of gunk on it. Yep. There's another person gone. Pretty much gone as soon as they got here, so not surprised though. This is some pretty boring content. Be much more entertaining if I'm ripping packs or something, but it's how I produce my content, man. It's kind of nice connecting some of y'all though. So if you're watching the VOD on this, feel free to leave a comment. I'll reply to it. I appreciate you guys watching the VOD. There we go. We got a wheat penny here. That's nice. Hey, that's really nice. So that's 3 wheat pennies out of the box. That's plenty. Welcome to the stream, man. Feel free to ask about anything. Feel free to just sit and watch if you'd like, or if my voice you somehow find soothing. I don't know. But just feel free to talk. Feel free to ask questions. Just do what you like. Do what you like to do, man. And if you want to leave, I totally understand. This is not the most entertaining content. Just looking through some pennies, seeing what I can find. Hopefully finding and meeting some new people along the way. 1980D. Yep. 1999. 1997. 2020D. 1992D. 2000D, nothing really too interesting on that though. 1998D. Let's keep searching though. 1997D. 1989. Got a little bit of a bump there on the corner. Is that damage or is that just... I have no clue. I'm going to set that off to the side. It's kind of interesting things you just got to look up later. Welcome to the stream, man. If you're curious about anything, feel free to ask. I wouldn't blame you if you just scrolled on along, man. This is not the most entertaining content, but I'd love to talk to you, man. If you're curious about anything, feel free to ask. I said that already, but I'd love to learn about you too if you're curious, if you'd like to say anything. Yep. The other person gone. The sales pitch is not working, man. People who are watching the VOD, though, I really appreciate you. Like the 1 or 2 of you guys, but I love you guys. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And I appreciate you just being here for me, man. Because I am definitely not the most entertaining person to watch. And somehow if you spend over about 13 minutes of your day so far just watching this high school student just looking through some pennies, I appreciate it. But I'm going to keep grinding this out, this content for y'all. I appreciate you guys and love y'all. Ooh, that's another wheat penny. Not in good condition, but a wheat penny's a wheat penny. We take those. This box is getting luckier by the minute. My goodness, that's 2. That's 2 in one roll. That's unheard of. For me, at least. My goodness. 2 wheat pennies in one roll is pretty unheard of. I've not really had that kind of luck before, man. But that's very nice. In the words of Borat. Very nice. Good movie, by the way. I think I've watched it 2 times, but if you're a younger audience, I would not recommend watching that. That is for more mature audiences. Hey, welcome to the stream, man. Feel free to chat. Feel free to scroll along, because this is some pretty boring content. I get it. But if you'd like to talk to me, man, I'd love to talk to you as well. Gonna get these off to the side. Keep searching. That's the ultimate goal of this. 91D. 2020. Nothing too interesting about that. 1964D. Got some staining on the back on that one. 2005D. 1983D. 1998D as well. Feel free to chat as well. I appreciate you for staying around this long. I think this is breaking the little curse of me not retaining viewership. Even though it's not really a curse, it's very boring content. So I understand those people that scroll along. But I'd love to chat to you, man, if you want to start typing. Or if you just want to just keep watching, I totally understand. But we're just going to keep looking through these. Hopefully we can find some cool stuff. Last roll I opened, sadly no one was there to watch it, but I got 2 wheat pennies out of it. That was pretty sick. 2014D. Nothing really too interesting there. 1990. Looking pretty normal. I can show you one of the cool things I found earlier in a second here. I think yesterday's stream that I did, one of the two, they opened up, where is that? Opened up this penny here, which has a very weird R. I think that looks pretty cool. I think it's a printing error, so I'm going to look more in depth on that later, but we're just going to keep looking through these. 1983D. We've had some pretty good luck though recently with the wheat pennies, so I'm pretty happy with this box that I've been searching through. I think that's the most wheat pennies I've gotten out of a box, so it's pretty cool. Not in the best condition, but they're still wheat pennies nonetheless. Let's keep searching. 1979D. 1984. I'd like to actually read that book someday soon. Probably will be reading that over the summer this year. So, kind of excited for that. I've heard good stuff about it. It's a classic by George Orwell. Oh, that is very damaged for 2021. My goodness, you can see the zinc behind the copper plating on that one. Got another severely damaged coin. Is that a 2016? I think so. These coins have been seeing some stuff. I don't know. All sorts of scrapes on them. Let's keep it going. 1992D. Looking okay on that one. What is that? That looks like some staining, I think. Nothing really too interesting on that, though. 2023, got a little bit of a spot on that. Hey, what did I see over here? I didn't see anything. I'm just being delusional. Thought I saw something there for a second. 2021D. Nothing interesting out of it, though. 1981D. Hopefully we can get a wheat penny out of this roll here. But I don't think so. I think I burned it up on the roll a little bit ago. Welcome to the stream, man. Feel free to ask about anything. Feel free to just stick around. Feel free to chat. Appreciate you being here, and I wouldn't blame you if you scroll, because this is some pretty boring content. I'm going to face it. I understand it. I'm just grinding it out, though. Looking through some pennies. And I'd love to chat to y'all, man. Talk to y'all. I think it's interesting hearing about the different cultures and stuff from our viewers. I had a dude from Scotland in here not too long ago. That was pretty cool. I think he told me about the Castle of Edinburgh. That was Apparently, it seems like a pretty lavish castle. But it's interesting learning from everyone their own experiences, because there's a lot of diversity in the world, especially where everyone just comes to meet on YouTube. It's pretty cool. We got a pretty damaged penny right here. Oh my goodness. Some hefty damage on it. Our final penny for the roll here. Not too much luck. Keep it going though. I'm gonna move all my look-through pennies down into my box down here. So excuse the little break between searching through pennies. Alright, here we go. We got another roll. Let's keep it going. Hopefully we can find more wheat pennies. But it's cool to get some more of the arrow coins too. I'd love to get another arrow coin. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna start off with that coin. That is very damaged. This poor thing. Can I even see a date on that? See 2000. My goodness, that is very, very damaged. That penny has seen some things. Alright, let's keep it going. 2005D. Nothing really too interesting on that one. 1997. Just keep searching through these, man. 1976. It's got some hefty damage and gunk on the front there and the back. Oh, my, excuse this. Sometimes I've had some error with this in the past, so we got the old backup here. There we go. That is really not so good. Let me get some proper lighting. There we go. That looks pretty good. Just gonna have to improvise. Nothing looking too interesting on that one. Yeah. 1978D. I'm so confused why it went off though, my lighting. It's happened in past streams as well, so it's a little bit frustrating. Don't know what's doing that, but whatever it is very annoying. 1978. Nothing real interesting on that though. 1982G. Nothing interesting on that though. 1980 with some severe gunk on the front. Nothing really interesting though. 2003. Looks like it's aged much more than 2003, but so that's the 1984. It's got some damage, I think, on the front here. Yeah, it's damaged there. 2018. Nothing really interesting on that one though. Let's keep it going. 1989. Nothing too interesting on that one. 2004. I mean, that's 2006. Nothing too interesting. Oh, there goes my viewers. 2019 D. Nothing too interesting on that one. Think I'm gonna finish up after this roll, but nobody's here to realize that, because the lighting issue is very annoying, and I need to get to work on some of my homework, because I am a busy man right now. And yes, I am still in school, for those who are watching the VOD and curious. I am a young man who is still in school. who happens to be staying up really late on a school night deciding to look through a bunch of pennies. That happens to be true, yes. But I appreciate you guys watching fully through this, to the 1 or 2 of you that probably did. Because I'm not expecting much of you to. I wouldn't blame any of you for any of those who did click out, because this is not the most entertaining content, but at least we get to connect with each other. Is that a double? No, I'm just being stupid. Yeah, there's just some gunk above the 8 on that one. It's really hard to see with this lighting being like this, but I've had to improvise. Because my lighting has been terrible recently, because for some reason halfway through it, my phone just decides to shut off its lighting. 1998. Too interesting on that one. 1994. Again, nothing too interesting. Let's keep this search going, though. 2019 D. Got a little bit left on this one. Then I'm going to take a break from opening up some pennies, man. It does get a little bit boring. This one's very heavily damaged. My goodness. Kind of want to get a clean slate penny. I've never opened up one of these from one of the rolls here, so that would be kind of cool. I've opened up a separate box of pennies besides this, but it takes a while, so getting the time to do all this is not very easy, considering you're searching through 2,500 pennies. That takes a lot of time. It takes a little bit over, I'd say 5 seconds-ish each when you're looking thoroughly. I'm looking semi-thoroughly, just like quick glances. Quick enough for me to catch things, but not to look too in-depth on stuff. Is that a wheat penny? Nope. It's not. That's 87. I saw 47 for some reason. 2001. Nothing really too interesting on that one. Got a 1980. Is it 94 or 84? I think that's 94. Got some hefty staining on the back. 2005. Nothing too interesting. Got a very nice condition 1998 here. Some pretty good condition, I think. Is that some staining right there? I don't think it is. No, that's great condition. I'm gonna set that off to the side. Got 2011. Pretty good condition, but it's newer, so it's kind of expected. What do we got here? 1989. Pretty good condition. I don't think I'm going to keep it, though. Terrible condition for whatever this coin is. The back is very, very nasty. 2017. And for our final coin of the stream, what do we have? 2016 D with nothing on it. So, for the people who are looking back and watching on the VOD, I appreciate you guys for joining and watching this. Even though I don't think there's going to be much or any of you, I appreciate you guys for watching it. And I'll do some more live streams again later. I might be able to do one Friday night. The goal is for me to get all these pennies done so I can maybe get some $50 or something like that. Much more interesting than these pennies, because they go by faster and they're bigger, they're easier to see, and there's some cooler stuff you can find. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching.